Out of the tree of life, I just picked me a plum. You came along and everything started to hum. Still, it's a real good bet. The best is yet to come. The best is yet to come, and babe, won't that be fine? You think you've seen the sun, but you ain't seen it shine. Wait till the warm-up's underway. Wait till our lips have met. Wait till you see that sunshine day. You ain't seen nothing yet. The best is yet to come, and babe, won't that be fine? The best is yet to come, come the day you're mine. Come the day you're mine. I'm gonna teach you to fly. We've only tasted the wine. We're gonna drain the cup dry. Wait till your charms are ripe for these arms to surround. You think you've flown before, but you ain't left the ground. Wait till you're locked in my embrace. Wait till I draw you near. Wait till you see that sunshine place. Ain't nothing like it here. The best is yet to come, and babe, won't it be fine? The best is yet to come, come the day you're mine. Out of the tree of life, I just picked me a plum.
Thank you.
Tony Bennett. And Tony's got a new duet CD out this fall. We look forward to that, and we look forward to much more celebration in the next hour here on Today as we bid farewell to Katie.
Outside on the plaza every day. Kicking things off, American Idol's Taylor Hicks and Catherine McPhee. Together live in concert. Then Friday, country superstar Brad Paisley. Great music, good times, summer on the plaza. Only on Today on NBC.
The time of your life.
We're back with the final hour of Today on this Wednesday morning, the 31st of May, 2006. And Manny, two of your biggest fans. They better be here tomorrow. I don't know. There's no window on West 57th. Meanwhile, we hope Katie's had the time of her life during her 15 years here on Today. And inside Studio 1A in that hour, along with Katie and Al and Ann and Natalie.
And Natalie. I feel like I've missed out on the party.
We're happy you're here now. And
a lot of waterworks upstairs, by the way, in the makeup room.
Well, that's a good place to have it.
Exactly. Get touched up.
Coming up, we're going to continue to take a trip down memory lane with Katie's hair and fashions through the years, some of which you may not want to remember.
You couldn't leave without that, Katie.
And a little later on, the cast of Jersey Boys will be here with a special performance just for you. But before we get to that, I know I had a chance to say something to you earlier, and I know Al, Ann, and Natalie would like to say something as well. So, Al?
Well, I first worked with you on Sunday Today down in Washington, D.C., and I knew there was something special then, and I know it more so today. You have the rare gift of making us all better at what we do. And what people don't realize is your generosity, not only on screen, but off screen. And I will miss that smile, and I'll miss the face, and I'll miss the spirit that you bring to this. And it's not like you're leaving, and I know where I can find you, so you can't run away. But
I hope our friendship transcends geography.
Absolutely. I will miss you, and I miss what you bring to this every day.
I love Al.
Oh, no, who doesn't love Al?
Who doesn't love Al? It's true.
And we all love you, Katie. You know, you've affected our lives, not just professionally, but personally. I am a different person because I know you, because you've made me better. You've made me love you. And don't be a stranger, because if you do, I'll come calling. I just, no, I mean really like it.
You're starting to freak me out.
I'm going to stalk you.
There are laws in most states against that.
No, because I know you're going to be so distracted and there'll be so much going on and all that stuff.
Oh, I'm going to come and visit you guys on a regular basis. She'll be like, I thought she left.
No, really.
Oh, thanks,
I'm just
Ann.
going to miss
Sorry,
you so
Matt.
much. Excuse me, Matt. No, really.
Do it some more.
Mosh pit.
Girl sandwich. I don't think he minds that.
Thanks, Ann.
And Katie, you know, as the newest member of the show, you've always made me feel like a member of the family from day one. Whenever I filled in for Ann, or even when I've had the opportunity to fill in for you, I've always felt like, wow, to be able to sit up here and to you know, look up to you. And you always, the greatest thing about you, you always have this amazing ability to put into words exactly how you're feeling and just capture that moment. And I wish I could say that better right now.
No, I think you're doing great.
But Katie, really, I think you are giving so many young girls even more reason to say, someday I want to grow up and be just like Katie Couric.
Oh, well, thanks so much, Natalie. Thank you.
You want to
you
reach in
doing?
front of me and kiss her also?
yeah.
Go on. Go ahead.
Thanks. You.
How you doing?
I'm going
It's been a big
fine.
day.
It's a little overwhelming, honestly, and it's a lot of Katie, 3 hours worth. So I'm starting to feel embarrassed, like people have long turned the channel. But
I don't think so.
I'm really grateful and for this really wonderful send off. So thank you all, and really all the people behind the scenes and who I said earlier, like elves on Christmas Eve every day. They've done such a nice job with this whole show, and I'm so grateful. And they know who they are, as Bryant would say.
There they are. They're waving at you, Katie.
Yeah, hi you guys, how are you?
Actually, that's the control room
Is
at
it 10
CBS.
o'clock already?
I think Jim Bell just said he didn't like being called an elf, actually.
Oh, sorry.
The world's largest elf.
Okay, you're Santa Claus then.
Earn your keep. Do a little weather for us.
All right, let's check it out. I hate to do this. Let's see what's going on. We'll show you for today. We are looking at some heavy thunderstorms, unfortunately, down in Texas. More heavy rain where they do not need it. Also strong storms later today, working their way through the mid-plains, also into the northeast and the upper Ohio River Valley. Wet weather in the Pacific Northwest. Sunny and warm along the east coast. Heat continues in the southwest. 102 in Phoenix today. That's what's going on around the country. Here's what's happening in your neck of the woods.
Hi. Hot enough for you? Temperatures well above average already. In fact, this morning, most of you started off a lot closer to our average highs for this time of the year. So record high for this date is 92. We'll come pretty close. We've got some sunshine, dry conditions right now. I think we could see some showers and thunderstorms later on today especially. May even have some severe thunderstorms to worry about later today. Upper 80s. 62 tonight. There's your 5-day.
That's your latest weather.
All right, now coming up next, we're going to hear from some people who are literally alive today thanks to Katie's fight against colon cancer. That's right after these messages.
By far one of my proudest, if not my very proudest professional accomplishments during my 15-year tenure at the Today Show has been my work to raise awareness and research dollars in the fight against colon cancer. Of course, that's the disease that claimed my husband's life, Jay, when he was just 42 years old back in 1998. And we've got some proof positive here this morning that some people have been listening. We've got some folks who have sort of heeded the call and paid attention and gotten screened for colon cancer. Hi, everyone.
Hello, Katie.
Good morning.
Hello, Katie.
It's so good to see you all. And here in the chairs, we have Kathleen Sullivan, Debbie Sparks, and Dave McGowan, and all their friends, and my friends, too, spreading the word, right? And I like your T-shirt. Show me what...
Thank you. We have...
Oh, that's so
saved our
nice. Thank you so much. Well, tell me a little bit about your story, Kathleen.
Yes, well, Katie, I certainly would have had no idea that I had cancer. I was only 48 years old when I was diagnosed, so my awareness came from your program and the things that you have said on television, and I'm just so grateful. I just wanted to tell you that after I was cured, that my husband and I and a few close friends started a nonprofit to help orphans with HIV. So I want to say that your deed has helped me and others to really pay forward into the world other good deeds. So it's just not a cure of cancer, but it's helping people that
still have so much to give to the world.
Very much so.
Like you obviously are doing
Oh,
now.
thank you.
So you were screened, and did you go through chemotherapy?
Yes, I had chemotherapy and radiation before my surgery, and then I had a very successful surgery, and I did have a temporary bag to help my colon heal. And during that time after my surgery, I had more chemotherapy, and then I was very lucky to be able to have my temporary colonoscopy
reversed, which is great.
I was
I'm
very,
so
very
glad
lucky.
You're doing so well.
Thank you so much for everything you've done
you're
for
welcome.
awareness.
You're welcome. And Debbie, tell us your story.
I was about a year into my diagnosis and was just kind of going along with whatever my doctors were telling me to do. And after I watched your live colonoscopy, you flashed the website for Colon Cancer Alliance, and I became a member and started joining in their weekly chats. And it was through those people that gave me the courage to question my doctors, know that there was other treatments around the country. And I really attribute that to saving my life, because otherwise I would have just sat back and done whatever they've asked. I've been through 6 surgeries and getting ready to start treatment again, but it's been 7 years, so I have hope that there's going to be another 7 or more.
I hope so. Good for you. Good luck with everything. And meanwhile, Dave McGowan, what's your story?
Well, I've been a big fan of yours since the old days in Washington, where I grew up, and I'm this invincible, healthy guy that never thought I could get sick. Your programs made me aware of the symptoms of colon cancer. I actually was one of the rare ones that had some symptoms. Went to my doctor, told him I had colon cancer, and sure enough I did. I had the surgery and chemo, and I am a survivor today only because you made me aware. Otherwise I would have ignored my symptoms totally, and I wouldn't be here today.
Well, that's so gratifying to hear from all 3 of you, and the fact that all of you showed up this morning means so much to me.
We wanted to thank you. We wanted to thank you personally.
Well, thank you for coming by this morning. And it's a good reminder that it's the 2nd leading cancer killer in this country. 140,000 people diagnosed every year, and it doesn't have to be a death sentence if you get it before it spreads or metastasizes, and you can do that with screening.
That's right.
It has a better than 90% cure rate if it's detected early. Of course, I'm preaching to the choir here, but again, thank you all so much for coming, and I'm so glad you're all doing well, and you'll always be in my thoughts and prayers for continued good health.
And us in Thank you. Thank you, Katie.
And we'll be back with more of Today right after this.
Thank you
so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Katie.
15 years, you're going to have some hits and some misses, fashion-wise. But in Katie's case, we think they're more hits than misses, perhaps. But we decided to go back to the archives and take a look back at all of it.
You walked in, I woke up, baby.
For 15 years, Americans have been waking up with Katie Couric.
You got that good.
Every day you've got to be in a different outfit, and people are judging you.
One more time.
That's more than 3,500 different looks.
There's not one woman or man that doesn't get up and say, oh, what's Katie wearing? Oh, I like that on her. Oh, I don't like that on her.
I have a brand new hairdo.
Then there's the hair.
It's very difficult to have every hair day be a good hair day. They're documented, and they're just set in stone, so they can always come back to haunt you.
Look at this. Oh,
with Joan Rivers in New York and Jonathan Anton in Hollywood, we dug through the archives of Katie's fashion history.
Here she looks good. Here she looks like an executive.
Soft, pretty, behind the ear, runner hair. Look at the shine.
Not all of it was easy.
Now this is very stewardessy.
I don't know about that hair.
After a while, some patterns formed.
Whoever put her in those tablecloth jackets should really be shot. You're just waiting for the ants to come over her shoulders.
And a few unusual trends.
Katie also still, remember 15 years ago, was very young. It's really cute to see because she's still very much a tomboy.
She had kind of a Julie Andrews thing going on, kind of that Victoria thing.
An audience of millions didn't stop her from making some bold choices.
I don't know if I would say Katie is afraid of color.
Katie was never afraid of color.
Blinded by the light.
But after looking back at all these 15 years, I wish she had been a little bit.
No one can accuse Katie of being intimidated by change.
She's really done just about everything you can do as far as a do goes.